Okay, I've partially composed my list of places I'd like to visit and make YouTube videos on. I'm going to get to that in a second. Now, I might luck out and meet up with some chick already doing the RV life, and we get to, we would have to do a couple of things around here close, where I was within, an easy borrowed ride home. If she looks at me and she goes, James, I don't like you. We don't work together. Out of my vehicle now. I mean, if somebody's going to do that, I'd want it to be around here where I could call somebody and say, hey, come get me. I wouldn't want to be 1,500, 2,000 miles away from home and have to get a Greyhound bus ticket or something. I said, if I made up with somebody, if she's a hardcore Christian, yeah, I could pray to Jesus periodically just to make her happy. I wouldn't have any problem doing that. Now, I know one or two people here on YouTube that are not. I was raised Christian, and I've got no problem with that. I said if I were somebody that was important to them, but I'm a New Ager. I was pretty much born a New Ager. I've got to that a few other times because I'm a Christian. It's also a New Ager. I'll say it that way. Let me get to some of these items on my list. Now, Saddle Mountain, that's out there by Tonopah. That's, I want to see if the Witch Cave was out there, but I think BLM probably blew that witch cave up years ago. I don't think there's been a witch cave out there. I've covered the Tonopah Witch a few times. Palo Verde at the Palo Verde nuclear plant. Now, I'd like to get out there, and there's probably one or two people that have put the nuclear plant here on YouTube, but I'd like to get some of my own video out there. I might do that like as a day or 2 day thing. Let's see, Glenn Fry. Now, if you don't know, Glenn Fry was a member. He did stuff on his own later, but he was a member of the Eagles. If you remember that song, is it "Take It Easy"? There's standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. There's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Don't let your own wheels roll over you. So that was Glenn Fry. He was a member of the Eagles, and there's a statue of him in Winslow, Arizona. I'd like to get up there. I've seen YouTube videos on Glenn Fry and on that corner, but some local rock stations, sponsored, helped put that statue of Glenn Fry there in Winslow. Let's see, Slab City. I like to get to Slab City in the summertime when only the hardcore Slab City residents are out there, when the ones that can't take the heat or have split. I like to get out there and just kind of go through there, maybe interview a few of the prominent people out there just to do that on my own. Maybe I'll have a few more viewers by the time I make it to Slab City. I don't know. Or maybe I'll make it out there with one of the chicks that are afraid to go out there by themselves just to do maybe like a 1 or 2 night thing. I'd love to do that. Just go out there with somebody. Let's see, Marana. Now, I've covered Marana a few times. That's been on my bucket list for a long time. Now, that's at aircraft, military aviation aircraft boneyard. It's down there somewhere between Phoenix and Tucson. I figure I can drive out there in a couple hours. And Picacho Peak, I'd like to get out there. That's the site of one of Arizona's only Civil War battle. That's at Picacho Peak. I'd probably do that like as a 1 or 2 day thing. Let's see. Grand Canyon, Mount Rushmore, Four Corners, Roswell, and Tombstone. Everybody knows the story on those. That one's Ajo. Ajo is Spanish for garlic, but there's supposed to be a big open pit mine down there. I'd like to get that. I doubt very many people have actually put that here on YouTube because it's. So friends of mine said they've been down there. It's kind of boring. I'd still like to get down there and see it. I could drive down to Ajo in probably a couple hours. Let's see. That Space Age Lodge down there at Gila Bend. I don't know if it's. I checked on their website. It wasn't a fairly expensive hotel or motel for being that it's in Gila Bend. I mean, it's not like it's in Scottsdale. It was like a couple $100 a night for a room there. It's supposed to be fancy. I went through there in the early '80s. It was like the hokiest looking place. It was a Space Age. Anyway, that's my bucket list. Like I said, if one chick wants to team up with me just for something local here, maybe she wants to go do that waterfall hike in the White Tank Mountains, send me an email, repairmanjamesgodman@yahoo.com. Send me an email, and we'll go do that hike. Okay, bye-bye. Love y'all.